Hello and welcome to the Ladies European Tour and to the north of Germany and the countryside surrounding the country's second biggest city, Hamburg, for the Amundi German Masters, powered by VCG. A new venue for the tournament, but a familiar one for European golf fans, Green Eagle Golf Courses. The Par 73 was the host for the DP World Tour and has a reputation of being one of the toughest layouts on the European circuit. 6 par 5s, crosswinds, water, no wonder it's nicknamed the Green Monster. But some top-rated talent in town ready to tame it, led by Esther Henseleit. The two-time LET winner has been in impressive form on both the regular LPGA Tour and in the majors and has risen to 21st in the Rolex World Rankings. The weather in the morning was damp with little wind. The course would never be more playable. Alexandra Lexi Försterling entered as defending champion, but far from her physical best. Back and toe injuries hampering the German, but she managed 4 birdies in an opening day 71, 2 under. That score matched by Esther Henseleit, a near tap-in par at the last on a day where she never quite got going, but nevertheless well in contention. Bronte Law had her putting boots on, full of confidence after a top 10 finish over in America. The former Solheim Cup player fired 6 birdies in the tougher afternoon conditions in a 69. The Englishwoman just one back. Hannah Screen joined her at 4 under. This a wonderful birdie at the 8th from a player who enters the week with 3 top 10 finishes in a row under her belt. Helena Sudo has struggled in her 2 years on tour, but at one of the toughest layouts all year, she found it a breeze. A 68 thanks to this great putt at a final hole for a round of 5 under and into a share of the lead. Amelia Garvey hits the ball miles, but she showed at the 8th she's not all about power. A lovely tee shot at the par 3 in a round of 5 under.
Beautiful golf shot.
Indeed it was. Helen Briem, another at that score, the German playing at home of sorts. Hamburg some distance from her base in Stuttgart, but the big hitter looked comfortable at Green Eagle. 3 top 5 finishes heading into the week, 5 under on the opening day. Briem brimming with confidence and playing well. As was Alice Hewson. Bogey-free is no mean feat on the North Course at Green Eagle, but the Englishwoman managed it with comparative ease. After getting married and handling a move to the UK from the States, golf has had to take a back seat of sorts. Hewson, though, very much back to business. So a 4-way tie at the top with Patricia Makova going on a late charge to join the group at 4 under. Briem co-leader, 1 shot better off.
No, it's the first time I'm here. I think there are 5 LET tournaments which are closer to my home than this one. So, well, you can call it a home tournament, but as I said, there are many courses which are closer to home.
Another drab summer's day with heavy rain in the morning, clearing to patchy, overcast afternoon skies. Mixed weather and a mixed round from Esther Henseleit. The German felt there was an improvement in her game in comparison to round 1, yet the score was the same thanks to 4 birdies and a couple of bogeys. 2 under left her 4 under overall. The same score as Diksha Dagger. The Indian has the reputation as one of the best putters on tour, and the lefty showed off why at the 9th. The beauty earning a birdie and a high five from Dad on the bag to help her to a level par 73 and 4 back. Still, it wasn't the best putt of round 2. Amelia Garvey showing off her prowess at the 16th.
That's a better speed. And result from downtown Hamburg.
Garvey 6 under, as was Alice Hewson. Nothing quite so spectacular as her efforts on day 1, but the 2-time LET champion still striking the ball nicely. 1 under, 72. Shannon Tan's father, Desi, said his daughter should play more like Esther Henseleit. More the reverse, we think, Mr. Tan, at least on Friday.
Wonderful golf shot. Controlled there by Tan.
69 put her 7 under. It was a happy 27th birthday for Eleanor Sudo. She admitted afterwards she was suffering from nerves, but it wasn't obvious for those watching on. 3 under for the day, 8 under overall. No wonder she was smiling. Sudo tied for the lead alongside Helen Briem. The team went out hot with 3 birdies in a row before picking up 3 bogeys in a row. The back 9 a little more straightforward. 3 birdies, no drop shots for a round of 3 under. Briem and Sudo leading the way then, while a brilliant 66 from England's Talia Martin saw her rise to a share of 6th. Sudo one of those at the top and enjoying the pressure.
Today I was very nervous overall and I felt my legs shaking in the backswing basically every drive throughout 18 holes, so it was a lot of nerves. Good test for me. It was a long time ago I felt that way, so really fun.
A warm start before the clouds won the battle for the sky and the wind whipped up. Big Saturday needed for Esther Henseleit if she was to challenge the leaders, but it didn't quite go to plan. Some great moments from the pre-tournament favourite, 4 birdies including this at 16. Rather ruined though by 5 bogeys. A round of 1 over, her chances seem to have gone. Nastasia Nadeau though still just about in it. The French woman who came runner-up in Belgium a couple of weeks ago with a lovely touch at the last to set up a closing birdie. Round of 70 and 6 under overall. Caroline Kaufmann had a brilliant back 9. The German with 5 birdies for a day 368. Kaufmann's a local of sorts with her boyfriend based just 20 minutes down the road, and she nearly treated them to a 3-shot eagle at the last. 7 under, she was 5 back. Not the only German going well, of course. Helen Briem, as ever, in contention heading into the final day. When this eagle putt dropped at 11, it looked like she would go on to post a really low one, but bogeys at 13 and 14 ensured she'd have to be content with a level par 73 and a tie for 3rd. Alongside Alice Hewson, a single bogey and 3 birdies for a 71 and 8 under overall. The irons were working nicely.
Her approach play has been outstanding this week.
Everything was outstanding from Hannah Screen. 2 birdies in her first 2 holes, and while she bogeyed the 3rd, more birdies would follow at 9, 11, and then another here at 12. 68, she was alone in 2nd and 3 shots off the lead. That lead held by Shannon Tan. She matched Green's round of 5 under. Flat stick firing for the Singaporean. Tan has added length to her accuracy this season, and it's proving to be a winning combination at Green Eagle. Tan 12 under, a 3-shot lead at the top with a 6-shot gap between her and Nadeau and Amelia Garvey in 6th. Tan taking the course apart in dramatic style, not that she would agree with that sentiment.
I think overall it was rather boring golf. I mean, I missed like a few fairways, but then I missed it in the right spots. Like for example, 16, missing it left is always good because you got a good angle in. So yeah, I mean, I'll just stick the game plan tomorrow and yeah.
Stay with us to see if Tan could continue to terrorise Green Eagle, or if the chasing pack could deny her 2nd LET win. See you after the break. Hello and welcome back to Hamburg in the north of Germany and to Green Eagles for the final round of the 4th edition of the Amundi German Masters, where Shannon Tan enters the day with a 3-shot lead and looking in control. But at a course nicknamed the Green Monster, the chasing pack would still fancy their chances. Briem would enjoy strong backing from the German crowd, while Amelia Garvey has impressed in recent weeks. This the trophy up for grabs. Let's catch up with some of the early action. The wind got up on Sunday with gusts over 30 kilometres per hour. The course bared its teeth. Shannon Tan was having to be at her battling best early on. After doing so well to save par at the first, she needed a nice touch to do the same at the par 3 second. She would par the third before making a mistake at the fourth off the tee. This putt to save par, but she did it in some style. Tan remained 12 under. Hannah Screen was having a final day nightmare. 2 bogeys in her opening 4 holes, and it got worse at the 5th, where she found the water twice. Tan went through the back with her tee shot, but once again had the answer. This, a simply brilliant touch for another par save. Tan somehow remaining where she started the day, at 12 under par. Helen Briem couldn't land a birdie putt over her first 7 holes, but she got the flat stick firing at 8 to save par in dramatic style. But both Tan and Briem would drop a shot at the 9th. 6 bogeys in her opening 9 ended Alice Hewson's hopes, but Amelia Garvey in with a chance after picking up a birdie at the 6th. I'm Richard Kaufman alongside Sophie Walker, and Sophie, Tan making the turn with a 4-shot lead.
But these blustery conditions make the 10th hole difficult. A horseshoe of water around this fairway, and that's left. She hates it. Get down. Oh, it's wet.
This is a player who's hit over 90% of fairways this season, but crucially not there at 10. Meanwhile, over at the par 5 11th, which is playing the easiest hole on the course this week, eagle attempt from Amelia Garvey.
Hit a 4-iron onto the green. I love that tap in there to get to 8 under.
So had to take a drop. So she's a long way back here, Sophie, for a third.
She has 180 yards to carry the front left bunkers on this green. Hybrid into the wind. Could even be 5-wood actually. Oh, that's a superb recovery.
Well, she's even got a putt for a par. Made a great save earlier today at 4 after going into the penalty area there. She'd love to do it again. Now, Irish rookie Anna Foster going along well. Make that a 4th birdie of the round, 2 under for the day, up to 4 under.
Helen Briem hit a huge tee shot down this 11th hole, less than 200 yards to the pin. That bunker far right of the green is in play. You're hitting across this par 5 green. Pin high in too.
Still looking for her first birdie of the day, Helen Briem. And Tan. What would be an unlikely 4.
Well, she's missed 6 out of 10 greens. Unheard of from Tan.
Yeah, back-to-back bogeys for her. Henseleit, an eagle and 2 bogeys on the front 9 from Hamburg's own.
And that's her first birdie of the day, though. Moves to 1 under par for her round.
Unfortunately, too far back to challenge, but she's taken some good crowds with her. She actually had a 5-shot lead after saving par at 8, but that's down to 3 now, albeit she's got the easiest hole on the course coming up next, the par 5 11th, which is where we find Helen Briem.
Chipping for eagle. Strachan. Oh, can you believe it? 180-degree lip out.
Well, she can't believe it, and I don't blame her. She was getting ready for the big celebration. Soothing words from Dad. Well, she's been waiting all day for a first birdie of the day. She gets one, and she's disappointed.
Well, she can't hold a putt, but she nearly held this chip. Look at it looping around the hole.
Garvey overhit her birdie putt from range, so this coming back for par. So a 3-putt bogey. Third 2 weeks ago in Belgium, back to third here now.
Good tee shot by Tan. 211 yards. Downwind from the right-hand side. She hit a perler with this club on 10. He's done the same on 11 hold.
And you mentioned the wind, Sophie. It is significant today.
Yeah, I would say it's blustery, but at times the gusts are over 30 kilometres an hour. She's taking balls offline. Amelia Garvey actually had to hit a provisional here on 13. She thought she'd lost her first ball, but hasn't. Down the right-hand side, pitching onto this green, downwind. This will chase. Oh, well judged. Landing on the downslope.
Yeah, this is the last par 4 on the course. 2 par 3s and 3 par 5s over the closing 5 holes.
Sucker pin this one, guarded by a front bunker, downwind. Briem being careful. With only a wedge, you feel like you can't go after that pin.
Looking for the bounce back. On the low side. Well, 4 of the first 12 events of this season have been taken by rookies. 3 of them by Mimi Rhodes. Then a couple of weeks ago by Darcy Harry. Garvey was third behind her there. Still very much in this.
A left to right birdie putt for Briem. That's a good effort.
Yeah, we've had some dramatic finales in the last 3 editions, which were held just outside of Berlin. Not guaranteed the birdie, but nicely done by Shannon Tan, a part of the game she's worked really hard on.
Can't be short here. Pitching wedge for Garvey, downwind, minimum carry 144. Just fails to spin down, but that's not a bad miss there.
Well, it's been a tough day. She's been scrambling, digging in, maintaining her lead at the top. And this for a first birdie of this final round.
Order restored. 3-shot lead for Shannon Tan.
11 under par now. German winner last year, Lexi Verscheden, coming through the playoff against Emma Spitz.
See this like 35 on, but there's only 6 yards long of it. And that's the wind right there. Pitching on the downslope, misses the green from inside 100 yards, Briem.
Yeah, Alice Cooper, the rock legend, nicknamed this course the Green Monster. He obviously played it on a day like this.
Yeah, it's been sleeping, hasn't it, for the past 3 days. Garvey wandering one down. That's good. Hardest green to hit on the golf course. After day 1, we had 38 players under par. We're probably down to 15 now. Lie's good, it's dry there. Pitching wedge. Needs to generate lots of spin. Change the shaft in her wedges to graphite in order to create more spin. And it's worked. Superb shot by Shannon Tan.
Yeah, she's had some tricky Sundays in her past 3 tournaments when amongst the contenders. It's been another tricky one for her. Well done, Diksha Dagger. 3 over for the day after 5 holes. She's pulled it back to just 1 over now for this final round. Birdies making great progress if you can find them. Anna Foster's found that today, although she did drop a shot at 14.
This is her 3rd into the 16th par 5. Last year's Irish amateur champion.
Yeah, she made a debut at last year's Women's Irish Open. She'll be back to Carlton House next week.
Bogeyed this hole yesterday. Similar chip to what she had on 11. And had a look on the way by.
Her consistency for someone still in the first year of her life as a professional is pretty remarkable from Helen Briem. Then again, she is some talent. Birdie 11, another good look here at 12 for Shannon Tan.
Stayed high on it. That's a good par though. She'll play the hardest hole on the golf course this week, the 12th.
Yeah, just got to keep that distance between herself and the chasing pack.
23-year-old from Dublin for birdie on 16. From left to right. And in. So few are under par in these final few groups. Foster and Garvey, those.
Yeah, there's some big numbers out there. That's a nice up and down. Briem still in touch. Been some great stories here this week. This has certainly been one of them.
No close, no clubs, no problem for Leanne Pace. 4 under par for the South African.
But it very much looks like a three-way battle for the title between rookie Garvey, home hope Briem and Shannon Tan. And despite some troubles, Tan, as she was overnight, leading by 3. Welcome back to the Amundi German Masters, where some have been blown away in the tough conditions at Green Eagle, just south of Hamburg. Shannon Tan hanging tough, leading by 3. And here's her closest challenger.
It's only got 10 yards of green to land this ball in. Pin hanging off the right-hand side. It's sensible and it's all over the pin. Sets up another birdie chance for Briem, but can she take one?
Pin's been at that back portion every day. It's caused some problems as well.
It's so downwind. Caught that one thin, that will release back through. Hits the downslope. Not at her ball striking best today.
Lots of par 5s, but even for Amelia Garvey, who's amongst the biggest, if not the longest hitter out on tour, many of them aren't reachable.
Full wedge left into 15. Oh yes, dialed in. Quality approach there by Garvey.
Well, that keeps her very much interested. Briem, leader at halfway in Belgium. Leader at halfway here. So many near misses.
Just needs one of these clutch putts to go in order for her to get closer to Tan. She putted it from here yesterday and hold it. Slightly different lie. Chip in. Oh, that came out soft.
Stayed on in Belgium last week, worked with her coach Ryan Lumsden. Hopefully a formality for Garvey.
Under par and looking to post a number. She's a couple of groups ahead of Shannon Tan.
Very tidy round from the Kiwi. Stressing again, Shannon Tan.
Well, this putter saved her in the opening few holes. 5-1 putts in the first 6. From right to left. That is a poor bogey. She was only pitching it on the green on 13.
Yeah, that's a third bogey in 5 holes now. Bear in mind, she only had 3 bogeys all week before that. So the lead back to 2. And it's never been closer than that, 2 shots.
Slider for Foster from left to right on 18 for birdie.
That would have given her outright 4th, but on a day when so many have slipped backwards, a fantastic 71 from the Irish rookie. That leaves her alongside Leanne Pace in the clubhouse at 4 under, and a first top 10 on the LET for her.
Trouble short here for Shannon Tan. He's opting for the 9-iron. The wedge won't carry the water. Downwind.
It's not a bad shot. It doesn't look great, but given the conditions, given that hole, it's not such a bad place.
It's another one of those length putts for birdie for Helen Briem. She's been waiting for one to drop all weekend. Is it time?
We had a lovely wedge into 15. Garvey hoping for more of the same here at 16, another par 5.
See how it just doesn't quite bite because it's downwind there on 16. Downhill for Shannon Tan. Needs to land this onto the green. Catches the downslope. Luckily it's back into some breeze. Got to be delicate, find the landing spot. Good strike. Exquisite there by Tan. Especially she duffed the one on the 13th. You couldn't afford to do that there on 14.
Is it time for Helen Briem? This to close the gap to just a shot.
Oh, again. 34 putts she had yesterday. It's looking like something similar today.
Yeah, played in this event last year as an amateur, finished in 11th place. A lot has happened between then and now. That was also for Garvey to get within 1. Another up and down for Shannon Tan. There's been a few of those today.
And 14's a potential card wrecker, so that one negotiated without any issue.
Now, what an important week it's turning out to be for Teresa Malecka, the Czech 141st on the order of merit. But she's going to climb those rankings with this performance back to where she started the day, 4 under par.
She opened with a 75. That is some fight back. Briem tapping in for par on 15.
Needs to get that putter warmed up over the closing holes. 2 back, 3 to play.
Went to the University of Southern California, Amelia Garvey. And there taps in. It's had a great run of form. Handful of top 10s in a row, looking for her best finish on the Ladies European Tour.
Well, she's been very much in the spotlight this week, Esther Henseleit. Good effort there at 17. Came straight from a top 20 in the major in Texas last week. She was on a chat show on TV on Tuesday night.
Be long with this shot. Inside 100 yards for Shannon Tan. Ooh, left it below the pin, so that's the easier putt.
We're playing in this final round with Alice Hewson and Hannah Screen. Unfortunately, both English players have been struggling. Didn't release. She struggled a little bit knowing what the wedges are going to do.
She wasn't spinning them enough in Belgium. It's been better this week, but downwind there she was playing for a hop and didn't get it. Garvey, tee shot on 17, into the wind from the right, and that's turned over. Get down.
Just hung on. I think over on the left side of that green. Sudo, who was co-leader at halfway, fallen back to 1 over par now. Admitted how nervous she was coming into the weekend.
So close to an ace. That 7-iron never left the flag.
Tan to try and get back that 3-shot lead.
It's slow and it moves from left to right. Had the line. 3-shot lead with 3 to play would have been good.
Yeah, the first Singaporean to win on the LET, got her win in Kenya last year. Finished 6th on the Order of Merit last year, which is where she started the week.
Diksha Dagger's 3rd to 18, looking to use the step about there. Had a look on the way by. That's the best shot we've seen into 18 by Dagger.
Yeah, beauty. Said earlier this week she likes a challenging course. I think they certainly got that today. Well, not one you expect to hold.
She didn't have a birdie in her last 7 holes yesterday. That trend is continuing this Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, 1 eagle, 1 birdie yesterday, just the 1 birdie today.
Yes! What it means. Challenge accepted. The Green Eagle, that's a good par save. She was through the back on 17.
Yeah, every putt really matters where you are, where she is on the Order of Merit. Now, Henseleit did well really not to go in the water with a 3rd hit. I mean, ever since she was on the first tee Thursday morning, the crowds have been following her around. I think the winning of the silver medal last year certainly has risen her star in her homeland.
The winner of the gold medal was Lydia Ko from New Zealand. Amelia Garvey has had her ear. We'll need a Lydia Ko style putt. Look at Jamie Tippier, caddy and cousin, checking the line of the one coming back. That was over 100 feet there.
Yeah, it's ironic, isn't it? Yesterday the flag was on the left and she was putting from where her ball is now, and today it's on the right and she's all the way the other side. Her patience has been tested today, Helen Briem, that's for sure.
Another par and another 2 putt.
Still very much in the mix, as is Garvey, but has to hold this.
Oh, it went the opposite way. Surely that was right to left. That was a good putt there, but a 3 putt means that her chances are vanishing.
To close out with a par, Esther Henseleit. Not to be. We'll see her next at Evian, where she finished 7th last year, but a disappointing weekend from her final round of 75.
Not at her sharpest, but she'll finish inside the top 10.
The back of that lovely tee shot. Oh, Sudo nearly made a 1. Doesn't make a 2. Has to settle for just a 3.
Lovely approach shot and converted. Under par. That is a fantastic result for Diksha Dagger and her 5th top 10 of the season.
Yeah, which should take her back into the top 10 of the rankings. Very nicely done. Garvey taps in for a bogey. And as you said, Sophie, it's hard to see it coming back from that. But despite all the stresses, still things looking very good for Shannon Tan, holding on at the Amundi German Masters, closing in on LET win number 2. Her lead is 2. Welcome back to the closing stages of the Amundi German Masters, where Shannon Tan is edging closer to the finish line at Green Eagle in Hamburg in the north of Germany. Amelia Garvey 3 back, so you've got to make birdie down the last hit.
With wedge. You'd have to say that's adrenaline, or did the wind die on her? Had the line, that's going to be awkward from the back of the green.
Briem 2 back.
This wind into her face from right to left. She's going to try and flight this one down. Punch your 7-iron. That's the best shot of the day. The closest she's hit for birdie. Needs it.
Classy effort from the teenage German, that. Trying to put some pressure on Shannon Tan, who's back at 16.
.115 yards. Gets that one to dance and hang on to the back edge.
Well, you feel like now it's gone from a three-way battle to 2, unless Garvey can produce some magic here at 18.
It should turn from there. It was a great shot.
Well, wonderful tee shot. Got to be for Briem to close the gap to just 1. Well, the tee shot doesn't reap the 2 it really deserved. Huge disappointment for Briem and the German crowd.
Pseudo to finish with a birdie. Oh, it listened. That's 2 top 20s in 3 events for the Swede. She should take some confidence from her birthday week here in Hamburg.
Yeah, that's a lovely way to end what had been a really interesting 4 days in Germany for Pseudo. It looked like the gap might close to 1. She's got this now for a 3-shot lead, Shannon Tan.
Oh, it dived right. That would have been a big cushion, even on this golf course. 3 shots with 2 to play.
Well done. That'll be 2 third-place finishes in the last 3 events for Amelia Garvey. Fair to say the Kiwis more than settling into life on the LET now. That's a final day 72. Clubhouse lead as it stands at 7 under.
The only player in the last 5 groups to shoot under par. Now 17, 6-iron for Shannon Tan. Wind into from the right to a right pin. Just turned it. Will the clicking work? It won't. She has ripped that way through the back.
Well, there's a little twist. Briem coming down 18. Tan all the way through the back of 17. I wonder what sort of view she's going to have coming back. Just a layup for Briem.
It's under 500 yards this 18th hole. But because it's into wind, you can't go for it, especially with that water looping around the front of this green.
But she'll be unaware of what's going on behind her. I mean, what does she do here, Shannon Tan?
This is the 9th green she has missed today. It's dry back there, even though she's in that bit of fescue. The bit that she's landing the ball on it's sandy, so it can release because it's short as well. But there's a 2-tier to this green. Has to try and leave it on the low point. So much could go wrong here. Bounce, release. Oh, it's scuttling on. That is wonderful.
Couldn't have done much better than that. That is some result from Shannon Tan. She's made some great up and downs today. That could well be the best of them if she can knock it in. Helen Briem Got to put it in tight.
She has got one last look on the 18th hole, Helen Briem.
Giving herself a chance. What sort of lead will Shannon Tan take to 18? Just one shot, which is as close as it's been on the leaderboard all day long. Paying the price for the tee shot there. Another bogey.
Oh, this is getting tense. The par 5, 18th to come. Breem's got a look at birdie.
Well, who knows? This could be to force a playoff. Just been that kind of day.
Another one slides by. Hasn't holed a putt all weekend, it seems. And now on this back nine, it's another 2-putt for Helen Briem.
Yeah, she better be aware that there's been a drop shot from Shannon Tan back at 17. She probably thinks that's her race run. But all those chances, much to ponder.
Hit it at the middle of that wheel. Water all the way down the left-hand side into wind tee shot this. Driver for Tan. Oh, it's what she did on 10. Get down.
Well, that is touch and go. That could well be in the penalty area. We shall see. What drama at 18. The Amundi German Masters just seems to throw it up every year. Top German may yet be top dog, Helen Briem.
And like you said, I don't think she knows right now.
This might not be over yet. In the house at 8 under par, Shannon Tan has somehow not gone into the water.
Well, she's in the water. The ball isn't. Look at this. Can't hit that tree in front of her. Needs to scamper this one down the fairway. Try and trap draw it, but we'll still have a long way in for a third.
But very fortunate. A couple more steps and, well, that was in. Remember, she needs a par to win this Amundi German Masters. Now Helen Briem, still her hopes are alive.
Having to hit 6 iron, this is a scary shot to hit into a small green. Did have 7 iron out. It's chosen 6 to cover the front edge to carry the water. That's flared up into the wind. Go. Oh, it's safely aboard. Brave third shot there by Tan.
But after everything she's been through today, 2 putts for the win for Shannon Tan out of Helen Briem's hands now.
Doesn't have to worry about the pace because this one is quick down the slope. A touch from left to right.
We're not guaranteed, but after all the up and downs over the front nine, you have to say it's been a very un-Shannon Tan-like performance. Certainly not the boring golf that she likes to talk about.
Well, 9 greens missed. A fair few fairways. But it won't matter if this one drops.
Singapore's finest has done it again. A second Ladies European Tour title for Shannon Tan. But boy, wasn't she made to work for it on a really tough day in Hamburg. She is the Amundi German Masters champion. Congratulations to her and Simon Corrie. New partnership this year.
3 over par gets it done, which just shows how hard it was out there. Relief for Shannon Tan. It's her second win.
Well, she's actually allergic to champagne. Well, she's turning her back on it, but, well, wonderful. You came through it in the end, Shannon. There'll be relief as much as joy. Not often a closing 76 enough to get the job done, but that's the case for her. A 4th top 5 in a row for Helen Briem, and best finishes on tour for Foster, Melecka and Kaufman. 16-year-old Canadian Anna Huang climbed 35 places thanks to her 69. Anwar winner Carla Bernat inside that top 20. But it's a second trophy in her second year on tour for Shannon Tan. On her first visit to Germany, she comes away as the champ. The key to victory, all about the short game.
I think the work I put in last week when I saw my coach we did a lot of short game stuff, and then of course changed my shafts, my wedges, but I think that paid off. And I was missing the greens, but I was missing it in the right spots for most of them, so that definitely does help. And yeah, it was quite windy out there, but I mean, if it's windy for me, it's windy for everyone else, so if I just went out there and just control the controllables, then that's all I could do.
Neither of the top 2 in Germany, but Shannon Tan jumps up from 6th to 3rd on the Order of Merit. It's going to be a fascinating battle for the title with some big events coming up. Mimi Rhodes in with a chance of winning both rankings thanks to her 3 titles. Both she and the other rookie winner this season, Darcy Harry, back in action in Ireland. Gino Titigan slowly eating away at Nelly Corder's lead at the top of the Rolex World Rankings. You can see both teared up in Scotland on the Ladies European Tour next month. Well, thanks for watching as Shannon proved to be fantastic to take the trophy in Germany. Next up, the tour heads west to Ireland. A great field in place there, including Charlie Hull and Leona Maguire. Stay in touch at ladieseuropeantour.com. Until next time, bye-bye for now.